All right. I'm Chase.
John Castillo. Nice to meet you, Chase.
You too. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, I've been attending Avenue Church for over a year and a half now.
Okay.
Started coming Christmas Eve, actually. It was my first.
Okay.
Christmas Eve, 2021.
Tell me a little bit about your story. I guess before you started coming to the Avenue, before you gave your life to Jesus, what was going on, which ultimately led you to sitting here today?
Before I started following Christ, I just was like going to work, 12, 15-hour days, going out, hanging out with the buddies, just having some drinks, doing some things that I'm not proud of. So growing up, we never went to church.
Well, what changed? What got you from not going to church, having a relationship with Jesus, to ultimately being where you're at today?
So January 2016, my wife was diagnosed with stage 4, rare type of liver cancer. And whenever they found it, they had given her 6 months, but she ended up living 3.5 years. Derek was 6 months old. John Paul was 2. Kennedy was 3. So I got 3 little kids. Now a wife, terminal cancer.
Yeah.
And I was there with her, fighting with her. So she passed away, August 7th, 2019, 3 days before my little boy turned 4. I met so many people there that just, it had to be an act of God. I told myself, there's no other reason other than God sending these people to my house and helping us. Because without them, I would have never made it. We would have lost the house. We would have lost everything. Couldn't afford to pay for the house, buy groceries.
Going through that and then ultimately losing your wife, seeing some of the love that you're given from a church that you had never really gone to, didn't grow up in, you would say that kind of pushed you to start looking for churches online?
I watched online for about 6 months before I reached out. And if I want to start following Christ, I got to be there to worship. You can't do it online every Sunday.
Yeah.
You have to be there. The first time I attended the Avenue was on Christmas Eve. I just looked around and I could see everybody with their spouses, their husbands, their wives. Everybody was happy, and I'm just looking around, I'm looking down at the chair next to me, and it's empty. When I should be here with my wife, but she's not here. Cancer took her from me, and so I'm alone. And that voice isn't just right there while I'm in church, and I'm just thinking to myself, I can't do this anymore. I can't do this. I tried. I can't do it in person. I'm just gonna go back to online where I feel comfortable. But there was a gentleman, Mr. Nichols, that was standing outside them doors when I walked out. I was the first one out. And he just put his arm around me and said, everything's gonna be all right. I didn't let that lie.
Yeah.
I didn't let that, I shut it off.
There's another voice, the voice saying you're alone, and then it took that one touch from that one guy you didn't know telling you that there's basically a better way. And then you stay consistent coming. So I'll ask you, how has your life changed? What's different about you since you stepped through the doors of the church and surrendered your life to Jesus? What's changed in your life going forward?
And everything. It's a better way. It's a better life. I can't say it any other way. It's a better life. It's a better way to live. By studying and going to church and having Christ in your life. It's not an easy life.
Right.
But it's the better life.
You got baptized last Easter?
Last Easter I was baptized. I was asked by Pastor Zach to be baptized last Easter. And when he asked me, kind of caught me off guard.
Because you had expressed that you wanted to get baptized at some point.
Yes, at some point, but I didn't know when.
Yeah, you weren't thinking Easter Sunday in front of everybody.
No, I was, when I kind of told myself, in 2021, I'm gonna get baptized in 2020. In 2021, I'm gonna get baptized.
So there you are with that big request. And what's the lie that you were told at that moment?
I'm not worthy. Why me? I just started attending this church.
Yeah.
In December. Definitely an honor to be baptized.
And since then, on that day, your daughter's been baptized as well?
Yes, my daughter, she got baptized this past year in 2022.
And your kids love church.
They love it. They look forward to going every Sunday. That's our comfort. That's what, it's like home to us.
What's that thing you'd like to share with them with your story, with what you've gone through, with your wilderness journey, and here we are?
I would say, if you're attending this church for the first time, just continue coming to church. This is where everything takes place, is here on Sundays. This is where, not online, listening to it online isn't like being here.
Yeah, it's good, but there's something about
it's just like, feels like it's a special place, and I've learned that it feels like home to me.
Yeah.
It's like home. So I would just say, I would encourage people that are dealing with any kind of struggles in life, this is where you'll find your answer. It's here.
It's almost as if there's a better way.
Better way to live life, and there is a better way to live life.
Yeah.
And it's here on Sundays.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate the boldness to be able to tell your story, and the authenticity to even share that once you accept this better way, it doesn't mean it's the easier way. I'm looking forward to getting to know you a little bit better, but I believe your story is going to impact a lot of people, so I appreciate you being here.
Thank you. Thank you for
man.
this privilege.
Yeah, absolutely.